cutie pies. I am Lanikia, and you're watching What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful Edition. All right, guys, let's get into it. This is for the weekly update. First of all, we see. Let's start. Let's go with Finn and Lee. So Lee goes over to Finn's place, and she pretty much like take your mama that birthed you out, because if you had just not been calling her mother and not having any kind of connection to her, Steffi would be here right with you, and you wouldn't be sitting up here lonely. He said he has been, in contact with Steffi, of course, and he does miss her. But Lee told him, "You wouldn't be going through none of this. I'm your real mother. I'm the one that took care of you. I'm the one that taught you. I'm the one that guided you through life and everything. And you had the audacity to call Sheila mom." I said, "Okay, Lee." She was upset and whatnot. But Finn is just like, Sheila won't be a part of our lives. And Lee said, "You had a chance to take her out and you saved her." I said, "Lee, this man can't do that. He cannot end Sheila. I don't know what you expect him to do, but he can't just end Sheila. Now he could set boundaries, but Sheila not gonna listen. What do y'all really want Finn to do? The only thing they could do is for him to tell Sheila, 'Leave me alone,' which he has, and they beef up security, which they claim that they have. That's the only thing. And yeah, nobody is saying anything. Um, Nobody's giving any other advice to Finn on what else he should do to get Sheila away from him. And I'm not gonna even lie to you. I'm not gonna hold you. It has been nice not. I'm gonna be honest. It has been nice not seeing Steffi, Finn, Liam, Wyatt. It has been so nice not seeing them and seeing them complain about Sheila. I'm not gonna hold you. And the whole Liam wants Steffi. Oh, it's been such a relief, such a break. Let's move on. We see Sheila with Deacon. And she's pretty much at his place, and he like, "Sheila, you can't be here." Then make her leave, Deacon. I mean, I don't understand what you're doing. If she can't be there, you don't want her there, then why don't you make her leave? Because from what I see, you don't mind. You keep letting her be there with you. And so he says, "No, no, no. I don't know. He does care for Sheila. So, but he knows that she's not right, and she won't leave Finn alone. She's pretty much told him that, and he doesn't want to ruin what he has at El Jardino and what he has going on with Hope and Brooke." I said, "You and Hope need to be more honest with each other, anyways." He doesn't want to ruin what he has going on there. So he tells Sheila, "You can't be here. You got to go." And Sheila just declaring, "I love Finn, and that was Steffi out of the way. Nobody's going to keep me away and all this and that." I said, "I can't do this with y'all." Um, yeah, this Sheila and Deacon sometimes are a nice break when you haven't seen them for a while. But when you do see them and it's the same dialogue, it's okay. Let's move on. So then the next thing you know, Hope is at his door saying, "Dad, Hollis told me you were up here and she ready to come in." I said, "Okay, we're gonna see how this goes." We all know. I don't think Hope would find out, but I don't know. I haven't read any spoilers. I really haven't been paying attention to the soaps, honestly, because sometimes I don't like to read the spoilers. I just like to watch the episode and see what happens. Anyways, child. So then we go over here and we see, who do we go to? That's pretty much it with them. But speaking of Hope, we did go to Hope, and she been up in there with Thomas, right? Because she had on that cute little dress. I liked her black dress that she wore before she took it off. That was a cute little dress. But anyway, she had it on, and she was there. And her and Thomas, you know, were with each other in the office, and they did what they do, or whatever. I said, "Y'all couldn't go home," and I don't know if it's just me or I was just like, "So y'all not gonna take a bath or go sponge off, take a sponge bath, or do something, or at least go wash your hands?" I don't know. I was just so grossed out by that. I couldn't focus. So when Brooke came in there and she was like, "What is going on? What is this relationship between you and Thomas, Hope? Like, what are y'all doing?" I was just like, "Oh, Brooke, leave him alone." I mean, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the whole Thomas and Hope thing. As long as he understands that what exactly Hope is doing, what she made very clear several times while they were with each other. Like, listen, you are just a booty call. You understand that, right? And he was like, yeah, I get it, girl. Come on. he said he understood that she just was using him for his body. I said, well, go on in, Thomas. If you're cool, I'm cool too. But anyways, he said he understood it or whatever, and so they was like, okay. And so I'm like, Brooke, if he likes it, I love it. If she wants it, okay. Like, why are you in it? Why are you all in the mess? Now Brooke was getting on my nerves. She was getting on my nerves. I said, now see, Brooke, now you know I borderline like you. Borderline like you, but I can tolerate you. But then you do this kind of stuff and you work my nerves with it, because I'm not done on getting on Brooke. But anyways, uh, she said, well, Mama, I am grown and she don't have to explain what she got going on. But anyway, little Douglas ended up coming in. I said, oh Lord, what he gonna be talking about? Because now when I see little Douglas, it's just some mess. I be like, y'all bring little Douglas up to act, and we already know it's about to be some BS when he come through. But it was just him wanting his parents together, and I get it. All most children want their parents to be together, so that's not like a huge thing or whatever. Thomas heard that, and but I don't know. I don't know where they're going with this storyline. We shall see. Maybe they're gonna decide to go ahead and let Thomas and Hope be together. I don't know. We'll see though. Moving right along. So then we go over here and we see um Brooke. Brooke is talking to she at Eric's house, right? 'Cause, okay, first of all, Eric and Reg and I had it out because I don't understand what part of the man don't want to retire. I, kind of he's saying that he wants to retire because he says he wants to do his legacy line, his final collection. If that doesn't say I want to retire, I'm gonna do this line and then I'm gonna step back. I don't know what it does. Like at this point, I don't understand why Ridge won't just do the collection or just be like, yeah, you have my support on this collection, because he wants Ridge is like, I'm doing couture. I'm so moved by Brooke, and I have all these ideas. I'm so inspired or whatever, and it's like, okay, but you have a few more years to go on. This is Eric's last. Why can't you just be okay with him wanting to do this collection? Anyways, child, Eric and Ridge are gonna go at it with as far as what's going down with this collection. They're gonna end up going at it. The best man's gonna win, so they say. So we'll see what ends up happening with all of this, right? So moving right along, we see that okay, y'all listen. Carter comes over and everything, and he's talking to Eric, and Eric says, "Yeah, I'm doing this collection, and I'm not, y'all not gonna just put me out to the pasture or whatever, but I just." Because Carter did come along, and he sees that Eric is determined to do it. So everybody sees this. So then Brooke come over, right? And it is Brooke, Katie, and Donna. Yes, Brooke, Katie, and Donna. And she come over, and Brooke is like, Rich just wants his father to be happy. Like he could just, enjoy his life and all this. Baby, the looks Donna was giving, I said that you're not fit, because she was like, Ridge is the future, Eric is the past, Ridge. That's what I heard. That's not what she said, but that's what I heard, because Katie was upset. Like, why didn't nobody tell me all this business? I'm the publicist. Why didn't anybody tell me any of this kind of mess was going on? And I gotta get ahead of this to the media. And but all of them are saying the same thing. Like Katie was like, why can't Ridge give Eric this line? I mean, it's his final line. He wants it. Why can't he? And that's when Brooke was hollering, Ridge is the future. And I said, Donna, you're better than me, because she didn't like it. And she did say some things to stand up for Eric. But Brooke wouldn't have stood up in my home standing up while I'm sitting down like she the queen of the hour, talking about Ridge is the future. Eric just needs to move out of the way and let this new generation rule and lead and all that. Like, you about to go and you're not gonna stand up at my man's place, working at my man's job. Y'all work for him, work for on the legacy he built, working at his job and telling him that he just needs to sit down somewhere and mind his business. No, ma'am, you're not gonna do that. But anyways, child, I don't know. Brooke was just working my nerves on this episode. So then we see that Donna just like she supports Eric, and Eric is not ready to just ride off into the sunset. And if he's not ready to do that, he built this company and he could do what he wants to do. And so then we go over here and we see um Ridge and Ridge and RJ. Now everybody been saying the same thing, which is because Carter even talked to Ridge and everyone, and Eric talked to Ridge as well, and they all said, "Are you jealous because RJ? You've been begging RJ to come back and work for you, and who does he decide to come back and work for? Eric." And he says, "No, I always wanted him to design, but the way Ridge was talking to RJ, like, what made you change? What made you want to design now?" Because I've been asking you and you always said no. So why all of a sudden now you want to start designing? And RJ, he thinks back to, when his granddad told him about his arthritis and everything with his hand. And, that's really why RJ wants to design, because I don't even know if after he does this collection with Eric, if he's gonna still want to do it. But anyways, child, he just tells him, he had a change of heart. He just wants to help his grandfather, and so that's why he wants to do this. And Ridge is just like, okay, but Eric and Ridge are supposed to have this big showdown at fashion, at the on the runway. And I said, well, I hope y'all have some dresses together. Quiet as kept, just looking at the sketches, I'm loving Eric's couture line. I'm loving it. So I hope those dresses that we keep seeing actually make it, to the end. I hope that they're not showing us sketches, and they're not gonna be what we actually see in the collection, because those dresses that he has sketched all over, when in the background when you're just watching them do their scenes, are gorgeous. Anyways, I liked what Brooke had on, that white jacket with the writing on it. I didn't really like the foo on the skirt, but I'll take it. But anyways, um, so they're gonna have this big showdown, and they're getting ready for that. And then Thomas comes in, and he's talking to Ridge, and about how he can't believe granddad is doing this line, and that he wishes that they're moving on, like they're in a new future. And RJ, he didn't like that, because RJ was there too, and he said whatever direction you want to take the company, um is on Eric Forrester's legacy. So you could sit up here and be like, oh, we're taking it into a new direction, we're the future of it. He said, but you wouldn't even have a direction to take it in unless Eric Forster created this legacy and did it. And they didn't show any more between RJ and Thomas, because I said, is this about to get heated between them? And I read an article where they're saying that some people were like, oh my gosh, RJ just started drawing and they're acting like he's the best thing. And then when you see kind of the little back and forth that RJ and Thomas had, I said, are they going to try to turn this into something? I don't know, child. I'm here for it if they do, because it would be a different storyline. Let's move on. That's pretty much it, y'all. Um, I'm just excited about the whole Ridge and Eric showdown on the runway. I want to see it, and that's all for the Bold and the Beautiful. I'm gonna be honest with you, it was an okay episode. It wasn't. These were okay episodes. They weren't anything where you're just like, "Ooh, let me turn on Bold, girl. Let me see what you know how you normally would be with the soap, where you like, ooh, let me see what's going on." It's not that for me. I don't run to the TV um whenever Bold and the Beautiful is on. That's not that. Anyways, y'all, that's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful edition. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.